Boise, you guys might be the worst team in the league. All right, we're back, elite. How you doing, boss?
Doing good.
It's been a little, like 2 days, 3 days. Um, Before we start on the episode, let's always Bari, my favorite half Asian man. Pause.
That's
A
crazy.
happy birthday, bro. That was crazy. Happy birthday to him, bro.
Happy
You know,
birthday.
happy birthday, goat.
Oh,
All right, that's
it's
a little
Reality's
delay.
birthday too, right
Happy
now.
birthday to. Oh shit! Happy birthday to you too, reality. Um, so like, well, this episode's gonna be a little bit shorter than the rest because like nothing really interesting happened this week. But
Yeah.
like, we're gonna start off with the games that haven't been played, get them out the way, and then talk about the games that's already been played. So you got my team versus Kansas. Um, so Louisville versus Kansas. Honestly, I like Kansas is with the amount of scraps that they got, which they couldn't control. They got the team late.
Yeah.
They got Slen over there at quarterback. They got, Lucas coming over there to regain his spot as like a threat. He's trying to prove that. You got C3 that's over there. And they got they got a little something
Yeah,
going
I
on
mean,
over there.
it's nothing to like, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna win like crazy talk about, but you know, they got something going on over there. And if they can take that little something to playoffs, then I mean, people not gonna trash on their names.
And they got, they got Caleb over there receiving right now. They, I'm gonna say this for my team. I feel like if we go in there thinking that it's sweet, we're gonna lose. I feel like Slyn, no matter what, Slyn for some reason, when this team is like basically damn near eliminated from playoffs, he finds a way to kind of sneak them in. So I'll say like, I just gotta, you know, pay
Yeah.
attention, and we got to go in there taking them serious. So I'm not gonna say no score update, but elite, what you think the score, or who do you think is gonna win?
Um, I mean, I think if if like you said, if Kansas is on their A game, and I mean, I assume they're gonna be on their A game. This is like since they've gotten the new team, I think this will be their hardest matchup. I don't actually know, but I feel like if they're on their A game, I feel like it's up to your team because if your team, because your team does like to troll a lot, and if they decide to troll a little bit too much and then you guys can't recover from it, then that's gonna be a struggle. Score prediction though, I'd say I haven't seen Kansas play, so I can't really like say. I mean, what I was gonna say is just based off like who I'm hearing on the team, I feel like once they start losing, like it's done. Like I feel like once they start losing, then like people are like the egos are gonna start clashing, and like then like people are gonna be calling other people trash on the same team, and they're just gonna start beating themselves while they're already down. So I feel like you guys will win. Uh, every game has been a high score. There hasn't been a single low scoring game this season. I'd say like 27. Yes. 27 to
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
okay,
really
okay.
thinking about this one,
Yes,
huh?
I'm really thinking about this because I want to be like pinpoint accurate. Because I mean, the last time when I was talking about the ASA versus what's it called? ASA versus NDSU. I said even though I said ASU was gonna win, I also said that it was gonna come down to like the extra point, or it was gonna come down to overtime, and whoever scores in overtime just wins. And that's what it did come down to. So I'm trying to keep being accurate, I'd say you guys are gonna win like 27 to 14.
Okay,
That's
I'm not tripping about it. I'm not tripping about it. You're being respectful to both sides.
yeah. I feel like they're gonna score. I If they get completely washed, then I mean, then they did not meet my expectations. But I feel like they're gonna go down and score at least twice.
Yeah, I think, like I said, this is a like a uh he has a lot of a lot of underrated pickups. So it's just one of those things. Let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes,
Mhm.
and we'll check it out. Um, Colorado versus Texas. I'm gonna be a little quick with this one. I think, like I said last episode, bro, like Texas then lost everybody. The I'm so disappointed in this team. Like this team and Duke, I really thought they were gonna do something,
Yeah.
especially Duke. But I got Colorado winning, bro. This team is legit. Defense could definitely use some work, but
Mhm.
offense has been pinpoint amazing. I know I've been kind of like sticking with the oh
The underdog.
Wavy's the yeah, like Wavy's their only target, and
Yeah.
oh, who has it?
Who like
Like,
once Wavy's locked up, who's he gonna throw it to? But like I don't
yeah,
think anybody on Texas is gonna even be able to guard Wavy.
but it's not even. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna correct myself because Colorado has been spreading the ball, bro.
Mhm.
Like
That is
that,
true.
JC3 is a big part of that offense. He's since has gotten JC3 involved. It's Wavy, JC3. I forgot who's Kiki. Kiki's nice.
Mhm.
I forgot who's the last. I think it's T3. But bro, they spread the ball, bro, and
Yeah.
I just feel like that team's bro, they're hungry, bro. When you have a quarterback and you have a team that's kind of new or hasn't really gotten a chance to really shine, bro, they're gonna stay hungry. So, at Texas, like I said, they then literally lost everybody, bro. Like I feel like Turk just left. On Tuzo, he went to Arizona. I don't. Texas season is over. I think Lack just, bro. Honestly, bro, you got
Yeah.
two
Lag.
more games left.
Just
You
play them
just
out.
just hang in there, bro. Just hang in there, bro.
Just hang in there until the season's over, cause
Now, unless he has something going on in the lab that I don't know about, but because he does play after that, he plays Penn State, but Penn State's not no pushover. They
not
play they
anymore.
play Penn State. Yeah, they play Penn State and then they play Indiana. Two hungry teams that's like at least looking to
Two teams
make
who
their
gotta win out to at least have a chance of making playoffs.
exactly.
So
Like I just don't. I'm gonna go with Colorado, and I got Colorado by like 20, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's gonna be a blowout, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
mm,
When you lose half your team, what can you do? The team's just been it's been a shit fest. I ain't gonna lie. And what kind of killed it is like nigga, you got shut out by Coastal Carolina, and now we're gonna speaking of Coastal, we're gonna get into them, but yeah, they got shut out by Coastal, bro.
I mean Texas, I think, is the first team that like genuinely just fell out without like losing their AD. Like I haven't seen like every team that I've seen so far that's like, they fall out and they're like, now they're really bad is because they've like changed owners or like they've always been bad. But like Texas was like, one of those teams where everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's Lack." And you got some other people on there. Lack has something to prove because everyone's calling last season fraudulent. But then I don't know what happened. You just shit the bed, and now he got his star took. Everybody is agreeing that Lack is not as good as he was last season, or that last season was fraudulent. How do you feel about that, Kendrick? Considering you won the Natty.
I mean, I think it's like one of those things. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make them doesn't make last season look good, but I mean, like I said, bro, like I mean, I think one of those things is like Lack is just he. Lack wasn't an AD last season either. He was just a quarterback, so he didn't build his team around him. So you
Mm.
could put that in perspective. Like as an owner, I think Lack should never own again. But as a quarterback, bro, come on, I've seen worse, bro. I've seen worse. He
That is
Lack is
true.
not trash. He's not trash, but he's just. Hopefully, this is a wake up call, and he realized, bro, I got to do something
He
different.
had a
Like I got to change
lot
something.
to live up to after that first season. So anything anything lower than that is just gonna look like he's bad.
And to be fair, also like, bro, I watched the Coastal game a little bit, bro. Bro, I'm not blaming all of it on the receivers, but first off, you know how bad the defense is. Like the defense
Yeah.
was terrible. I've seen good quarterbacks had a worse have a worse game, but the defense literally carried, and we finna get into that also. Um,
But yeah,
but
I think Colorado is gonna win. Like I think it's gonna be a shutout, but can't really give a score estimate because I think it's gonna depend on when they forfeit. But that's just
yeah.
me.
All right, let's get off them. I'm like I said, I'm kind of done with Texas this
Yeah,
season, bro.
they're done.
Duke versus Bama. I think Bama got that. Duke, like I said, I still don't know who they picked up, and I don't even think Duke know who they picked up because they forfeit last week. I think this should be easy. We both know this is
Yeah,
a forfeit win, low key. It might be a forfeit win.
it might be like a
Bama,
they don't got enough people to show up for if it win.
yeah, which is like I said, Duke is one of the most one of the teams that kind of disappointed me this year. So I wish they. I'm so bro,
They did
Caleb.
look
I don't know,
really
bro.
like a lot of teams looked really promising at the start. And like not even because like oh, it's a really good AD and they got good players. It's just like they have a solid team and like, everything like looks nice and like maybe they picked up some underrated players that other people didn't really think about picking up. And then like they lose a game or two and then it just falls apart.
And also, like, if JC, I'm pretty sure JC3 is gonna watch this. If you're listening, bro, like, I feel like you need to add where if you're an owner, you don't get no bill and you can't get traded
That
because I think
yep.
owners are getting so used to like, okay, my team start off bad, let me just disband or let me just give my team up,
Let
and
me
they
just
can
get
go
my
to whatever
team up and
team.
then go to a natty bound team. Like it is kind
Like,
of crazy.
so I feel like next season make it where owners can't leave their team once they
Like if you're
disband.
an owner, like you stick and ride with that team. And if you genuinely just like give up on the team and you're not even active anymore, you're taking your team and you're not allowed to have another team again, like ever.
And that's the thing though, like. It's too much grace in this league, bro. It's too much because like there's so many, like I said last episode, so many teams that could have got or so many people that could have got owner
Oh yeah.
and it was wasted. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Let's go over the games that's already happened. I'm gonna start off with Indiana and Penn State. Um, really good game. Indiana wins.
Mhm.
First one of
Really
the season.
close.
Really close. I think with Indiana, bro. It's so weird because it's like they're not a bad team, but then it's like
They do
they
stuff
wait,
that makes it look
like,
like they're a horrible team.
and for example, like they'll waste. They're a very conservative team, so they're move down the field, but then it's like, bro,
They just don't
a,
do
fum-
anything.
a fumble or like a fourth down interception, then it's like, okay, that's why the game now. That's why the games are close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
like
the defense is like terrible. Like I think they got to switch something up. Like go to man or something, bro. I truly, zone is not for every team. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
I've seen like when I was playing for Godspeed's team last season, like the team could not work in zone. Like players who don't know how to, play as a team and they just know how to, go up and catch the ball and cover somebody. Those are the people who end up on the lower seed teams and like, you know, that's why I think the lower seed team should either run man or try teaching their players how to play zone cuz If you just expect everybody to know how to play zone, you are definitely gonna lose.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things like it's this. I don't know. Like, I won't. Don't quote me on this, but it's like zone is like more for I'll say for like veteran players, and Indiana
Yeah,
has like they have veteran players on the team. Like Turk just came over there. Turk was a really good pickup, but then it's like
you need
these
more than just
moves.
two people to play
It's
zone.
exactly, and it's like they're all offense, no defense, bro. Like um, it's hard to explain a team like, but it's just D line. Everything's gonna need work, and it hopefully, I feel like whoever the Indiana head coach is, you should own again. I think it's Trap. So Trap, you should own again,
hmm
but bring in some more bring in some more veterans, bro.
I mean, me personally, I think the entire team should start at the O line. That's just me. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, right? Like no matter how good that quarterback is, like if he has D line in his face, like those passes are going to be off a little bit. And even if you have a mid quarterback, if you give him a good O line, he's going to do better than the really good quarterback with a bad O line. Cause
I don't understand the the Trap hate. I don't understand that. Like I've seen, like I said, I've seen worse. Same thing with Lack. He's not a bro.
he's
He's just
not
not a
like
bad
a
quarterback.
Hall of Fame go down and like blow every team out like quarterbacks, and everyone just calls him bad for it.
I
But
feel like I kind of seen something with him and Caden arguing. What Caden was like, oh, if if we switch teams, I will have more wins than you. I don't agree with that because I do feel like if Trap was on Miami, like
hmm,
he wouldn't. It wouldn't be a losing record game. Now, would he win as much? That's the main question. Yeah, but
I mean,
he's not that bad to the point where you can say something like that.
I
And I'm
feel
not
like
trying to
Trap
glaze.
Trap is like I don't know how I'd put it. Like if Trap and Caden swap places, right? Because then Trap would be my quarterback, right?
Mhm.
We'd give him the time and and the receivers to do it. It's literally all up to him if he's gonna throw the ball right and do everything like that. And honestly, I
Eh,
haven't seen Trap with a team that's like that. I haven't seen him with a single team where the O line is pure protection, and that's all a quarterback really wants.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, in state, pretty sure you guys know your season's over, but bro, y'all keep going, bro. Because
That's
like I
crazy.
said,
I
keep going.
mean,
Because it's like y'all are not y'all are people that's like new to the league, got the team late. Let's put that in
yeah, like
perspective. Like getting the team late and all that. Not saying y'all would have did something, but because I'm not trying to sound like a hater, because it sounds like a backhand compliment. But I'll say like it's just the small shit. Like especially our defense, bro. It's the small shit. Um, let's get off that sting because we got some other stuff that we're gonna talk about. Miami versus Boise. Boise. I'm gonna say this myself, and Ali. I might want you to put this in the beginning. Boise. You guys might be the worst team in the league. And the reason why I say that is because
that's crazy.
there's so many egos on that team. And it's like,
I mean,
y'all
I
can't guard I don't want to say nothing crazy because you know how YouTube is, but I, I might be able to put like a kid with Down syndrome on at the receiver line and he might get a touchdown on y'all.
yo, that's
Like,
crazy.
like,
I mean, I was playing against Boise. I just played against Boise, that absolute shutout. And I was on the D line, right? Now
Yeah,
we'll be in the we'll be in the quarterback's face, right? Granted, his O
yeah.
line wasn't that good, but I mean, maybe our D line is just good. That's probably what it was, more than their O line
Uh,
being
it,
bad.
it's that. It's definitely that. But it's like, bro, that whole like Boise is like a shit show, bro. Like everybody, it's so many people, and I feel bad for Glorilla Monkey. Like he's not a bad dude. Seems pretty reasonable. Glorilla, bro. If you're watching this, bro, just take heave, bro, and like build off this. You're a good receiver, though. You're definitely a good
Hmm.
receiver,
I mean,
and
he was carrying NDSU before Vicus took over, so
and that's what I'm saying. It's like so, just build off this. Own again. Get you a actual like, no offense, a quarterback. Get you a actual team. I feel like he could, depending on the competition level, I feel like he could probably do something next season. But yeah, their season's over with too. They are by if you're going off of like record, they are the worst team. Like they're
yeah.
their only team to not get a win, and I see why. And I don't see them winning because they play Vandy. They might get a win versus Duke.
That's probably because of a
Hold on,
forfeit. But
a forfeit one.
it's like there are a lot of good teams, or there are a couple good teams, and then there's a lot of mediocre teams, and then there's a couple bad teams. And Boise just happens to be one of the worst of those like bad teams. And the only other team that compares is a team who like literally just like doesn't even show up to their games. So it's like
Yeah, they got to be by far the worst team.
Duke doesn't even
um,
show up anymore. So it's like that's the only other team to compare them to.
let's get to the more exciting games. I kind of got all the boring games out the way.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Oh, the
Vandy and
Vandy
Michigan
versus
State.
Michigan. I was the
I'm gonna
ref for
walk
that
away.
game. That oh my.
I'm Ali. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna let you kind of explain what happened. Let me. My cat's crying, but take over real quick.
Okay. Well, that game was a shit show. Oh my. Like so the game starts, right? And I bet this went through everybody's mind when this game started. Bari wasn't there, their backup quarterback Juz wasn't there, and Michigan State returned the kickoff for a touchdown. Literally the first like they don't even get to play offense. They just take the ball and score six, right? And I mean that being the start of the game before Bari even arrives or their backup quarterback arrives, I'm thinking it's about to be a blowout. Like I'm thinking Michigan State's about to pull a crazy upset and like take this game when everybody was expecting them to lose. Nope. That touchdown that they scored at the first play of the game was the only touchdown they ended up scoring for the rest of the game. Like that is so crazy to me. They scored before like they scored when the clock was at 5 minutes and then it ran down when they were running the ball up the field and they did not score after that. And like since I was the ref of that game, I did let up a few calls, right? I'll admit that some of the calls were missed because they started blaming the ref after the game. But if I would have called every single call against Michigan State, they would have all left by the second quarter because they were going almost false start every play and still losing.
And that's what a lot of teams got to stop doing too. Like, bro, y'all got to stop. And I'm talking about competition teams too. Yeah, bro. Not every L is because of a referee, bro. Like, I can't lie, bro. I've seen teams get blown out and still somehow manage to blame the ref. What? And bro, I'll take heave on that too, because honestly, that loss against UNC, bro. I blame. I got mad at Zora. I didn't blame. Oh, okay. It seemed like I kind of came off as blaming him, he didn't miss a lot of calls, but at the same time, bro, like,
Like
bro,
that.
he can only give us so many calls. Like, bro, the game gotta continue, bro. Because if we being real, every play has some type of flag. That,
Yeah, I mean, like, if you expect the
bro,
one ref to get every single call the entire game, I don't know who you're expecting to ref your game, but like
and
that
they
that's
got
just not gonna happen.
challenged, and then people challenge or people complain and don't challenge,
Oh yeah,
and
that's
then
what really got me the Michigan game. Not one time did they challenge, but they went to JC3 after the game showing them a clip of them stacking. And I was like, where was this clip when I was in the middle of the game and they could have challenged it?
like, yo, bro, y'all gotta realize, bro. it, I don't even want to talk about Michigan State either, bro. Y'all, look, I ain't gonna lie, like, yeah, I just gotta play better, bro. Like, a ref can't cause you to get blown out, bro. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
mean,
That's just
I like I said, I'll still forever repeat this. I don't know how the AD was gonna complain that I wasn't calling helmet warns when he was down 30. I'm pretty sure the helmet warning was not the reason you were losing. Like I promise you it wasn't. They didn't
the
they
referee
didn't
caused me to
have
get 40 dropped on me. Like, damn.
they didn't have their starting quarterback for like half of the first drive and you guys were up 7 and they went on to blow you guys out.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just get off that team. Okay, let's like I said, now we're into the more
Yeah, now
exciting
we're
game.
into like the games where it's like, yo, what happened?
I'm gonna just give like a quick little NDSU versus Coastal. Um, Astro, I don't blame you one bit. Now, of
Nope.
course, you messed
He
up.
he tried his
I don't.
best.
Yeah, I don't the amount of like defensive errors that happened for both teams. No offense, I don't think Vikings would have made a difference for NDSU, especially
Mm.
with the fact that um like their defense was just non-existent. Ducky, it was like he was reversed. Like I'm not blaming the whole game on Ducky. Ducky was he balled out on offense. I don't give a fuck. He balled out,
Yeah.
but on defense, it's like what were y'all doing? And I'm gonna say y'all. I know I just brought up Ducky, but I'm gonna say y'all because now it's a y'all thing.
It is
What
the
were y'all
entire
doing?
team. Like the entire defense was kind of just getting cooked.
And then it's like Coastal is like I don't know if Texas is that bad or Coastal. I don't know what happened, but both teams. I ain't gonna lie. It's like it was the small stuff like missing PBUs.
Yup.
Ron
And
Artez, you had an
missing.
amazing game, but that fumble was like the dumbest shit I've ever seen in
Oh
my
yeah,
life.
he
Like
like
he like damn near X the ball to him. Like it's like, but like I
and then
said,
the other team ended up recovering
bro, we give that grace to young players though, because they are new. So we
it.
gonna give that grace to y'all. Epic, I think who was it? Was it Epic that was Epic, you had a good game, a real good game. But yeah, Ron Artest, Math, and Finley for Coastal, like they played good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And now O line on Coastal too. They got a good O line, but I think NDCU gotta do better, bro. Especially
Yeah.
like first half. Why are you rushing three D line, bro? What the hell? What the hell did I watch, bro?
Yeah, and they what's it
Um,
called? ND or no? Coastal like went down and scored. Like so NDSU scored right before half, like maybe like a minute before half. And then Coastal went down and scored right before getting the ball back, I think.
yeah, but it was a good game. It came down to a game winner.
That game winner was good. I won't lie. Like he missed the kick. The O line does wonderful and sets him a lane, and then he just throws the wide open pass right there.
But I'll say like that game definitely did hurt like NDSU because now it kind of now NDSU is on a thread. Like now they have to
Yeah,
like
like
because now you
before
play
if they won
Colorado.
out, like they could have been one of those teams that was like, oh they lost 0-2 and then they brought it back. But now it's like There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of
It,
teams who are fighting and are going to be and are going to be 4-3 that they're going to have to fight with.
yeah. So NDSU, I mean, and bro, if you lose to Colorado next week, it kind of is like, okay, yeah, you're done.
Yep.
Now Indiana has a chance.
Yep.
Indiana has a
That is
chance again.
true.
Like so that kind of like now is making the playoff race a little bit tighter, bro. So we'll see. Um, but honestly, bro, both teams' defense needs work, and um, that quarterback from Coastal, ain't gonna lie, I don't see them going far, but I didn't see them. They're 4-1 right now. You
I didn't.
never know, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see them like. I did not. I Coastal was not on my radar within like the first 3 weeks. Like I did not know they were like that. I don't know who they've played. So they've played Texas, Indiana. Uh,
They haven't played nobody that's like, oh my
yeah,
gosh.
they
Yeah,
haven't
they
really.
haven't played.
They haven't played anybody that's like, yo, how did like they deserve their rank up there. But it's also like that's for a lot of teams.
I think that's every team. It was so many bummer teams this season, and that's why when people bring up competition, people leave, bro. Like all the like Duke was supposed to be a good team. I know I keep saying that. Duke was supposed to be a good team. Michigan State was really never a good,
Eh,
but Duke, Texas, kind of Texas looked promising.
yeah, they did, and then
Kansas
that just
Kansas
fell
State looked
out.
promising. But like, yeah, let's kind of move on from this. Like, um. Coastal, like I said, they're still not cleared out, but they play UNC and Bama. Ooh, we gonna really see. But
We
I
gonna
don't,
really see if they deserve that top spot.
because how UNC just played, I think anything's possible
Oh
now. And
yeah,
let's go on to UNC, because that's personally like the most interesting game in my opinion so far, besides NDSU versus Coastal.
yeah.
Um, Arizona, man, I've never seen. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna clap it up for UNC. You guys have won Dookie Team of the Week. Um, a, I've
Yeah,
never seen a quarterback win or a team win by blowout with a quarterback throwing 5 interceptions. So,
that is crazy.
and what does this mean for both teams? Number one, I ain't gonna lie, Giannis, you know you got lucky, and I know you're gonna watch this. You know you got lucky because with that performance, any other team probably would have did you so dirty. You got
Five
you
interceptions.
your defense, and I'll say that your defense carried you, and you kind of just threw away your chance of winning any type of award. So you, I praised you, and I was like, yeah, yeah, he's been lighting it up. 5 inches, crazy gang. Like you
Can't
are
if you do
too.
that in
You've been,
playoffs, it's over.
and this just kind of opened my eyes. Like, yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs because they kind of damn near clinched already.
Yeah,
They play Bama next week. And they play Michigan State.
yeah.
So they
So
might if they lose to Bama, I have them beat Michigan State. So I feel like they're already kind of clinched. But Giannis, bro, you're you've been in this league too long, gang. So I'm not gonna really downplay you though. I'll say for a fact, Armurda is a key reason why they won.
mhm.
This team is this team is nice, bro. I can't lie. This team's nice. And what's good, Bryce Max and Omerta, they're looking like the main like stars on the come up. They're already star players, but like Omerta, we been knew he was good, but he kind of disappeared. I guess he started
Yeah.
trying to receiver, tight end. That's your spot, bro. Stay at tight end. He's
Not too
one of the
many.
main
There's not that
reasons.
much competition at tight end. Like when you're fighting for getting on a good team, there's not really
Hmm.
that much. Like you have Doofib, Teak if he wants to play tight end, and I'm probably missing some other people, but it's way easier to find a tight end spot than a wide receiver spot in this type of league because everybody just wants to play receiver.
It's not even that though. It's just like, bro, he's always succeeded at tight end. So him making that switch to receiver, he didn't play terrible, but some players just he knows how to take advantage of the build, and it shows. And bro, a kickoff return, a punt return, bro, like
Yeah.
UNC played so bad, and Alex, people, I don't know how they blamed Alex. Alex could only do so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did
that
mess up.
that game, like, it wasn't just on Alex. There were a lot of people at fault that game.
And like I said, if you go back and look defensively, you get 5 interceptions. How do you get blown out? Oh, it's simple because receivers just
Can't catch
either
the ball.
drop or wasn't getting no separation. Like Arizona State locked them up. This is the first team to really lock them up. And I get it. They're gonna say, "Oh, key players like Leo King wasn't there or whatever." Leo King's not changing that Burger Fest game.
I
When he
mean,
was there, it was a Burger Fest.
yeah, it's
When he
like
left, it was a Burger
I
Fest.
do understand, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't think an O line, like an O line, D line, is going to shed the score down from a 40-point gap or a 30-point gap. Like, I understand that he is a key player, but 30 points, what player is like from them not showing up to showing up is like a 30-point gap other than the quarterback. Like, that's
And,
kind of
and
just what it is.
And Javon, I think he kind of killed his like these past 2 games. He's definitely. I think my tight end of the year so far right now is Ormurda.
Mm,
He's shown that. Is he gonna? I feel like the top 3 right now is Ormurda, um, Teak, and Dufa. Not all. They're not in order, but
yeah,
those
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
top 3.
Those are the top three.
Javon, Javon, you fell out the race. I feel like for Dufa, we know he's a good tight end. It's just, bro,
I mean,
they
it's
just
just that
they're
we don't really play anybody who's like, like we're going toe to
su-
toe with. So it's like we're not gonna see
suffering
anything
from
until
success.
playoffs.
Yeah, it's like suffering from success, literally. Like you got the schedule was so bad for y'all, which I think now it's kind of proved like either get some better owners and
Or
up the
yeah,
suspension rate to make owners stay and coach. Um, but yeah, bro, Javon, you've been non-existent, bro. And I'm not trying to glaze, I'm not trying to hate. It's a fact. You've been non-existent and you got locked up. You literally got locked up last game.
yeah, that
And
game after JX was locked up, Alex didn't have anybody else to throw it to. Everybody else was on locks. So
yeah. Oh, besides one person, unit.
Unit.
I found
Unit was the only one trying to catch the ball, but it was after Alex figured out that Unit was the only one that was trying. It was a little bit too late. Like,
and, and what blows me is because it's like, bro, they just what was it, week 3 when they played y'all? Not y'all, Vanderbilt, week 3.
yeah, I think
Bro,
it
this
was, yeah, it was week
and I
3.
know
Yeah.
like and they played Miami, and it's like I know for a fact that Arizona State is not they're not terrible, but I don't think they're better than
Well, yeah,
Miami.
cause like
And
they're making it look like okay, so what was our score? Our score, so Miami versus UNC was 37-29. Right? Then they played Vanderbilt, which was 30-14, so they beat them by 16. And then they lost 33-6 to ASU. So like just based if you were to just show somebody those stats, you'd be like, "Damn, ASU was like the best team." I don't know
yeah.
how they lost by this much. And I mean, two of their touchdowns were off the kickoff. One of them was just a regular kickoff to the other side, and they returned it for 6. And then the last one at the end of the game, they kicked an onside and returned it for 6. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know, bro. And it was just like what was you what team played that week, bro? Like that's not UNC.
It couldn't, yeah, it
So
couldn't have been UNC.